you for joining me today. I'm Sandra at artypapercrafters.com, and my tutorial for you today is this cute little gift bag with a little see-through window so that you can see what your little chocolates and goodies are. A very cute little bag which has a little scalloped top which I made with this border punch. It's not a Stampin' Up product because Stampin' Up don't seem to sell many border punches, which is a great shame, but we're going to use that today to create this little scalloped top to our bag. So let's crack on and make a start with that. So today I'm using, let's bring in the scoreboard. Today I'm using the Pop of Pink, a piece of the Pop of Pink speciality paper. Let me pull you out. Because I thought maybe I ought to use different paper. I seem to have used this Falling in Love paper so much on my projects. I thought maybe I ought to use something different. So today we're going to make it in Pop of Pink. And this DSP measures 9.5 by 6 inches. And we're going to score it on the long side at 1/2 inch, 3.5 inches, 5 inches and 8 inches. Turn it round and we're going to score it at 1.5 inches. And that is our scoring done. And before we fold and burnish, we're going to do our quirky little edge with our border punch. So put it in and punch. Oops, lost it. More fingers and thumbs. I've made a bit of a mess of that, haven't I? That's not too bad. I think we can get away with that. Right then, so let's do a bit of scoring. I'm just going to tidy up this scalloped edge here. That's better. Right then, let's do our burnishing. Get rid of those bits, we don't need those. Right, so burnish our gift bag. Skinny bit at the end. There we are. So we've got the usual skinny bit at the end here, so we're going to get rid of that bit. And then we just cut up our score lines in the usual way. And now we need to cut our little window. So let's bring the big shot over. Now I've put the magnetic platform on today because that's a brilliant tool if you want to position something without it moving. So you put your magnetic platform down first, followed by one of your little base plates, and then our box folds around like that, and that will be the back of the box. So we need our hole cut in this bit here, and I've got a square from the Layering Squares Framelits dies from that set, and I think that this measures 1.5 inches. Is the 1 5/8 by 1 5/8 inches one. So position that on there, and these spots are sending me eyes into meltdown. But I suppose at least I can line it up straight with the dots. I suppose that's a good thing. I think that looks more or less straight. Base plate on the top. And run that through. Oh, it's moved. How could it do that to me? The monkey. Right, let's go again. Do you know, why is that moving when it's on a magnetic platform? Right, I'm going to turn that round to a different side. Why that would make a difference, I do not know, but we'll see. Right, I'm going to stand up for the job. Right, you and me, matey, are going to fall out. Oh, yes. It does not want to play ball. Do you know what? I think it might be because my cutting plate is warped. Right. Time for a new cutting plate, I think. Right then, let's get these out of the way now that we've finished. Excuse me. Right then, so that cuts that little window in there. And then I've got a piece of window sheet which measures 2.5 by 2.5 inches. And I've got a little frame. Oh, sorry, I have got a frog in my throat. So let's put our little window sheet in, and I'm going to run some fast fuse just around the outside edge. And then lay that down. Perfect. And then I've already cut for myself a little frame, and I cut that by using the same square that I cut the centre out with, and then layering that up with the next size up, and I layered those two onto my board, onto my big shot, and cut that out, and then that cuts you this little frame. So let's move that out of the way now. So we're going to glue that into place with a little bit of Tombow. And I'm just going to get my silicone mat for that, just in case I dribble glue. So just a little bit of glue around the outside edge of that frame, and this of course is cut in basic black cardstock. Fit that to the front. Now it's time to put our bag together, so a bit of fast fuse down here. Like that. And that the quirky little edge won't meet up perfectly on the opposite side. If it does, it would be a miracle. But that's not a problem, so a bit of fast fuse on these tabs here so that those tabs hold down. And put that right, so that goes down onto there like that. And some fast fuse on here. And that folds down onto there. So that's our little bag done. Push that down with your fingers and your thumbs, and as you'll see, that does not match perfectly, but it's pretty darn good. It's not a problem. Push that in at the sides. Put your treats in, of course. I don't have any more chocolates to put in here, but just imagine that I have. And then we get our 1/8 of an inch punch and make a couple of holes part way down, about 1/2 inch down. Do 2 little holes. Perfect. And then today, to match with my black frame, I've got some black twine. This is called Basic Black Solid Baker's Twine. And whoops, I'm going to cut a length of that off. That's it. And then we're going to tie that into a bow, but we're going to attempt to tie it into a bow. Not bad. Perhaps perhaps could have used a little less of baker's twine, but never mind. Cut those tails. And now all we need is our little sentiment like we've got on here. So let's get some Whisper White cardstock for that. And again, I'm using the sentiment from Avant Garden, Thanks for Being You, which I've already prepped up on the block along with a little leaf. And I'm going to use the basic black archival ink because I want that to match with my project. And I'm going to use Melon Mumbo for my leaves because I want that to link in. I know leaves aren't Melon Mumbo coloured, but mine are today. So archival ink. I think that's good and inked. Thanks for Being You. Oh, that's a bit mucky. That wasn't very well done, was it? Go again. Oh, that's not much better. What's the matter with me? Right, in again. Down, hold, and up. Oh, still not good enough. I'm having a bad day. I'm having a bad day. Right, last go. Yay, she's done it. Right, I'm going to let that dry before I cut that out. Put that ink away. And cut that out. And then I'm going to ink up my leaves in Melon Mumbo. And then I'm going to stamp off because I don't want it that dark. And I'm going to just stamp on here a few little quirky leaves. Like that. Nice. Ink away. And then a couple of dimensionals on the back. And that goes just over to the corner of the window. And that is it. So, what do you think? Melon Mumbo and black? Or Falling in Love? What do you think your favourite colours are? I think they're both nice, but you know what? That's quite quirky, that. I like the fact that you can see the black through that window too. Nice. Right then. That's all from me for today then. So if you'd like the project details, please click on the down arrow description bar if you're watching this in YouTube. If you're interested in purchasing any Stampin' Up products, please click over to artypapercrafters.com, also down in the description bar. And I'll be back in a couple of days with another project for you. And that's all from me for now, so bye.